I'm up and moving by 5. I get my coffee, grab a breakfast bar, and start listening to the recorder because my orders come in a lot of times overnight. So I'm out of the door by 5:45 so I can start handing out orders. Well, the sun's up nice and, it's beautiful every morning. I like mornings. Fortunately, I like mornings. I'm a morning person. I'm John Relleke from Relleke Farms in Granite City, Illinois. I've been farming for over 40 years, full-time, but I grew up on a farm, so I've been around farming my whole life. My dad farmed and his dad farmed, and in the same area, some of the same ground. We're still farming, moved around a little bit and added on, but we've been in that same area for a long time. I have one son that's with me, and he lives real close in his family, and they're all involved in the operation too. Yeah, it makes it very enjoyable to have somebody work with you. In sweet corn, there's hundreds of varieties out there in different types, and we're able to grow a type of corn that is more tender versus the shipper that ships it across the country that has to grow a type of corn that's a little tougher so it ships well. If he doesn't grow that, it bruises. We're able to grow a more tender corn we don't have to ship very far, and it's a better tasting corn. The picking crew starts at 6. And usually with sweet corn, we have everything packed and ready to head out by noon. So we like to hit the fields early because it's cooler, and so the crop's coming in at a cooler temperature, and it just works out. We have to get it in there by then so it can get to the stores that day, actually. It gets there by that afternoon. For us to know when to ship corn we have many indicators. Number one is when we have sweet corn silking, we know that it will be ready 20 days after silk. So that's all kept track of. But then we also check the fields on a daily basis, and then that depends on whether it's hot and humid or whether it's cloudy and cool. So all those things go into how long it takes. But it does take corn from the time it throws a silk, it takes about 20 days for it to be ready to eat. About every week we put a planting. We're still putting plantings in. We got 2 more to go. I got to get home and put one in right now. We like ours boiled. I mean, I know people do it on the grill, they do it in a microwave, but I kind of favor just boiling it, and it doesn't have to be for a long period of time. Bring it up to a boil, put it in for 4 or 5 minutes, and get it out, because this corn is so tender that you really don't even have to cook it. I eat it raw all the time, and it's just fine. You don't really have to cook it. So don't overdo it.
Most summer mornings, just at the crack of dawn, the Relleke family is in the field picking corn. It's a schedule that was set in the late 1800s when the family farm was founded. By mid-morning, the crew is back at the packing shed where the corn is cool rinsed, packed, and loaded onto trucks headed to Dierbergs. It's hard to get corn any fresher. Yellow, white, and bicolor corn picked in the morning and delivered to our stores the same day. And that's important because the closer you enjoy corn to when it was picked, the sweeter and more tender it is. That's one of the reasons customers love our Homegrown program. There's an unbeatable freshness to locally grown produce.
The only way to get it any fresher is like I do it and go out to the field and get it and take it right to the pot.